episodes dropping right on time. One hot angel and one cool devil, bringing podcasts to a whole new level. They stop and stare as we display our greatness. All our enemies and foes, they'll be sure to hate this. When they ask who's the big wolf, you know who's the baddest. Put your hands up, come on, feel the madness. Feel the madness. Feel the madness. Everybody lose control. Feel the madness. Feel the madness. Come along and let's explode. Feel the madness. Come along, come along. Feel the madness. It's crazy in the panel room and it's getting heated. The crowd goes wild, not a soul is seated. You didn't come to have fun, you need to beat it. What Lewis brings to the stage can't be repeated. He brings style that's revolutionary. Sophia in the front doing the dingleberry. The others are bland and get no laughs. Dude, it's kinda scary. Critics and haters, y'all are so pathetic. We'll upstage you and be unapologetic. But back to the subject at hand, keep moving. People love the Angrygeeks, it's been proven. Appreciate all of the fans of Lewis and Sophia. So let us see your hands, come on, feel the madness. Feel the madness. Feel the madness.
Welcome to the shop that you've been dreaming of. Pleasant View Comics, it fits like a glove. Over 250,000 tales waiting to be told. Find some magic, come and grab some gold. Flip through the pages, let your passion ignite. Every issue you find is a new delight. Pleasant View, where the heroes rise. In every frame, a new surprise. Come and explore the worlds we've got. 5-star wishes in every spot. From classics to treasures.
It's Monday night and we're ready to have fun. She brings the buns and I bring the guns. That's right. She's one hot angel and I'm one cool devil. We bring podcasting to a whole new level because we are the stream team that brings the steam. And she is the stream queen. Happy birthday, little one from yesterday. How
Thank you.
are you?
I'm good.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, little one. I hope your day was full of fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. We got a good cat backstage. We always have fun with them. And but did you have a good birthday?
I did. Thank you.
You did? You like the card I sent you?
I do.
I know you
I
tried to
do.
read it earlier, but
I did read it earlier.
I know, but I couldn't hear it because
I
of
read
the,
it earlier. You cut out because you had ads playing.
I know, but I mean, you can the universe just like called out to me with that card
Yes.
because you just could not. I saw it and I was like, this is perfect.
Yes,
This is
it is.
perfect
I have it right here.
because of what I call you, and you cannot get that any better. And show it real quick.
All right.
It's a happy birthday, little one, and I call you little one from day one. And I
Yes.
mean, oh, look at that.
That is
So
so
happy.
cute. Thank
Yes,
you.
you're welcome. You
Yeah.
are welcome. So anyway, but I wanted to bring you a little. I forgot to send you your little poop toothpaste kitty.
Oh, the poop cat.
Yes, but you're gonna get it. You're
Yes.
gonna get it. So anyway, without further ado, because I want to
Oh, we're
bring this.
totally gonna just skip over the whole entire chat.
No, go ahead. Bring the chat in, of course.
Real quick, real quick. Disco, I'm back for a little
Disco!
bit. Why does your screen look weird?
I don't know. We're having technical difficulties.
We
tonight.
really are today. I'm back for a little bit, waiting for a mate to help out. Hello, Disco in Australia, in the land down under. Guy says hello, Sophia and Lewis. Hello, Guy.
What's up, guy? I know. What is going on with my camera?
I
Your
don't know.
mic, my
Everything's
camera.
I know everything's breaking. Hello,
No.
Ben. Hi, will you both be at Alternate Universe Comic Book Day?
No,
Nope.
we're gonna get to that, and there's a reason why, and our guest has something to do with that. We're gonna get to that.
Did you see this? No, I haven't seen it. I want to see that movie.
No.
I want to
we're
see
gonna
it.
get to that too, Ben.
Happy birthday. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. I'm wearing my little birthday hat. Look at my birthday hat.
Yeah, we see your birthday
The
hat.
birthday hat. Hello, amazing artistic.
Hey, here's my new
How's it
gamer.
going?
Yeah, he watches on Twitch. Good. Hello.
Hello, hello. Okay, we are caught up.
All right, so we got a lot of questions about Free Comic Book Day, but the stream team, we're gonna be split up. Sophia, you're gonna be in one place. I'm gonna be in another place.
Yep.
And there is a reason, and that reason is because
Awesome birthday hat. Thank you.
yes, All Access Entertainment, a pro wrestling convention. This is New England Fan Fest 11. I want to be there. Eric Yako from Alternate Universe wants to be there, but we can't because it's Free Comic Book Day. We're going to be handing out free comic books. I'm going to be broadcasting live. You're a cosplay guest there, but you're also going to be representing the Angrygeeks while you're at this pro wrestling convention. You're the headline cosplay. You're the first one on their website. I was like, whoa, look at that. And
Thank
you're
you.
going to be there with legends. And
Legends.
speaking of legends, this guy is one of the nicest guys ever. And wrestling promoters, sometimes they can't be
Thank you.
whatever, but I'm going to bring in the one and only Joseph Bruen. Joe!
Hello, Joe.
How are you?
What's going on?
I do have to say one thing. When I chose the thumbnail, Joe, you were channeling your inner Vince McMahon in that picture.
Yes, I remember that.
I was like, I have to use this photo because you are channeling your inner Vince McMahon. And I was like, wow.
Speaking of legends.
Speaking of legends, the one
Jar
and only
Jar.
Jar Jar Jeremy is in the house.
Hello.
So, you have one hell of a guest roster for this con.
Whew.
I mean, DDP is there, DDP Yoga. You have Tito Santana. You have the Demolition. You have the Powers of Pain. You have, I just had the list, B. Brian Blair. The list goes on and on and on. You're fired, Vince McMahon. How are you going to cram all these people into the new venue
Hello, Joe.
Hello?
and still have time to do everything that you have planned? Are we going to have panels? Do you have photo ops this time too? Professional photo ops.
Yes. Yeah, we have pro photo ops for the. It's only our second time doing it. First time at this location.
Mhm.
So looking forward to that. I think the fans are excited about it.
My only problem is why on Free Comic Book Day? Me and Eric are. I mean, come on. First of all, you're separating the greatest tag team in podcasting history. You got me and the little one separated. Now, last year we streamed live from the event, and then we did a bunch of videos for our TikTok and a bunch of videos. We had fun with Melina last year, and now you're separating us, man. But why on Free Comic Book Day?
I thought Free Comic Book Day was always May 4th. I thought.
No. Not. It's the first Saturday in May.
Is Lou's cam flashing me? Or flashing, or is it just me? Sorry.
No,
I read that way wrong.
For some reason, we are having.
My mic's messed up and your camera's.
Yeah,
funky.
the
I don't know what's
virtual
happening.
studio. The virtual studio is when Sophia
It's first
is on.
Saturday in May.
Yeah, thank you, DMAC. When Sophia's in the studio, we're getting audio difficulties, and it's very weird tonight. So we apologize for anything like that.
Cat butt.
Cat butt.
God.
So Joe, you changed the venue, and now we're changing the date. It is kind of later in the year. Is there a particular reason for this?
Well, I usually do it in June, so we're doing it a month earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's fluctuated over the years. We've done April, we've done February. It's always different. But May seems to, first and foremost, when you're booking a show, the most important thing, look at the other big events. And there are so many big events to work around. Whether it be Rhode Island Comic Con, Terrificon, all the nearby shows. And then you have to look at the wrestling shows as well, like the big event in New York. And, so there's a lot to take in. And in order to do that, in order to work around that, you got to really take some time and figure out what works best. And, I found that this date doesn't clash with any of the major shows. Granted, it is Free Comic Book Day, but fans can grab their free comic books in the morning and make their way. A lot of the people go to the place in Swansea there. I forgot the name.
It's right down the street from the from the place. I seen it when I was there last time. I cannot recall the name, but I did see it.
Yeah, so fans can grab their free comic books and then head to the show. It's kind of a double whammy.
All right. Jar Jar. Sophia, do you want to grab Jar Jars?
So Jar Jar says, "Who are you most excited to meet?" C. Is that a question for Joe? I would assume. Yeah.
So for me, I guess Vince Russo. Vince Russo is a very rare appearance. He doesn't do many cons at all. So this is a big deal. I've always been a fan of Vince. Some people love him. Some people hate him. He's very outspoken in the wrestling world, but he's also a prominent figure, and he's responsible for the Attitude Era for WWF. And, he's done a lot of big things in the business behind the scenes. So very excited to see Vince come to New England Fan Fest for the first time.
Exciting. Okay.
Very
Corey
exciting.
says, "I'm finishing up work, but wanted to say, hey, Lewis and Sophia, hey, Joe, can't wait for FanFest. Let's go, Corey."
Hey, Corey.
Very
Free
cool.
comic
very
books. Such a nice gift. Yes. Vince Russo. Awesome. Vince Russo is an extremely diverse. What?
Divisive.
Divisive.
I could weed in pro wrestling. My brain, I swear. I need my medicine.
All right. So, how did you actually get Russo to come to FanFest? And are you worried on fan backlash with Russo being there? Because a lot of people blame him for the fall of WCW, him and Bischoff both.
Well, I mean, WCW was kind of in the gutter before Vince got there. He just kind of continued it on for a little bit, but there was no saving WCW at that point. It was done, unfortunately. But no, I don't know. I mean, so far, there are people that don't like Vince, but for the most part, the feedback's been great. Pre-sales for Vince have been awesome.
Really?
Vince and EDP are both being presented by What the Figs, Toys and Collectibles. And, it's just a very rare appearance. Vince in person is a super nice guy. I mean, at the end of the day, he is a very nice guy, great guy to conversate with. And he's been a guest on my podcast. We've done an interview series. Each episode is an hour, and we've so far have done 7 hours together. 7 episodes, so we kind of created a little bond there, and we mesh very well together, and that's kind of how I started pitching the idea to him to maybe come out to FanFest, and he took me up on the offer, and that's kind of how it all started.
All right. Quick question. The demon, is he going to be the Kiss demon, not Finn Balor? Is he going to be in makeup?
He will be in full attire, makeup and gear.
No. Sophia, you got to get me a picture, little one.
Joe, can you remind me to do that for Luis?
Oh, you can. You're not going to be able to miss him. He will be in full Kiss Gene Simmons makeup.
Okay.
You will not be able to miss that.
Yeah, those platform shoes. He's about 7 feet tall, so.
Oh my goodness.
And that is just good.
As long as I have permission to take a picture, because I don't want to just randomly take pictures of people without permission.
I'm sure Joe can work something out. That's all right. Now, DDP is definitely going to be the headliner. Is he going to be doing any DDP yoga? Are we going to have a panel about that? Or no?
Not at this show. No, he's just doing autographs and photo ops.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are the photo ops? Jar Jar's comment. You want to get to that?
Jar Jar says, that's cool. Having a love-hate relationship, fan interaction is what you want out of a wrestler. That's why D-Mac says he's ranked #1 most hated person in pro wrestling by One Wrestling magazine, which is funny because 2 of the people on the list on the line people before. Oh, I know nothing about that. I'll remember. Thank you, Corey. I love DDP. Okay.
Out of the whole entire guest roster, who do you think, or who is right now getting the most heat?
Heat in a bad way, or just the most?
No, as in a good way. Who?
Like hype.
Who,
Yeah. So the most hype I would Diamond Dallas Page is a big one. Vince Russo is a big one, but honestly, I would say Demolition.
Really?
Because this is the year of Demolition. They're in the video game for the first time in 12 years. They've got all the new figures coming out for the first time in so long. And now, a month before FanFest, they're going in the WWE Hall of Fame. So it's perfect timing.
the nicest guys to ever beat me up. Whenever whenever they are at Rhode Island Comic Con, they always remember me. Whenever I see them at a convention, we're Demolition. That's right, Jar Jar. They always remember me. They remember me by name, and we always recreate. I wish I had the photo on this computer. John Voight, thank you very much for Awesome Geek Headquarters, one of our networks. Thank you so much for having us, and thank you for having us share on your group. Back to the question, comment at hand. They always want to recreate where Smash is choking me out. Yeah. So what is wrong with my camera tonight?
I don't know.
Sophia, we are having some wicked problems. My God.
Yeah.
We always got to recreate. Going back to the Springfield Civic Center, where Smash choked me out. We then recreated that photo at Rhode Island Comic Con 2018. And then we did it again 2021. We did it at Retro Fan Expo this last year. And the video game con that I had to go promote for Rhode Island. Every time I run into the boys, we just recreate this one photo. And it's just fantastic. They are two wonderful guys. So
super good with the fans and just so down to earth. And they're going to be doing a special WrestleMania 5 photo op with the Powers of Pain. So you can get a dual photo op with the two tag teams that clashed at WrestleMania 5. And they're also going to be a part of Demolition Diner. You can go have breakfast with Demolition at IHOP in East Providence the morning of the Fan Fest. And it comes with all kinds of perks and autographs and a photo op. And so you can get all those packages
Awesome.
Through our website. It's allaccessentertainment.com, and that's access with 2 X's.
now that is in the description of this video. Hello, I am. That link is in the description of this episode. Wow, my mic just went out. I am good, Benny. Thank you so much. That link to this is in the episode of this. So if you're listening to the podcast, you can go there and get this. Now, last year, Joe had the same breakfast, but it was with Gangrel, and it went out like gangbusters. So make sure you get tickets to have breakfast with Demolition, because I am pretty sure that it is going to be a sellout, because we all know Demolition is a lot more popular than Gangrel. So if Gangrel sold out, Demolition is going to be quick. What does Jar Jar have to say?
What's breakfast with Demolition cost? That sounds awesome.
If you check out the site, there's a couple different tiers. It's being offered by Ink Tank Autographics. There's an expensive one at like 300 and change, but it comes with all the bells and whistles. There's a stripped back version. So, you can kind of pick what works best for you, basically.
I'm trying to find the website for you.
Yeah, our mods are nothing is working tonight. Joe, I apologize for this. This is like
It's okay.
this is so like unbelievably like awful. All
I
right,
know.
so
Maybe
Mark-
it's the program.
maybe it could be the program too. Mark Merrill's going to be there. Sandman's going to be there. Doink the Clown is going to be there. Spike Dudley going to be there. The B. Brian Blair, Jumping Jim Brunzel, also known as the Killer Bees. Harvey Wippleman, Adam Baum, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and more are going to be at this convention. This is totally stacked. This is kind of like a WWE reunion here. Joe, how did you definitely pull this off this year?
We have a lot of great vendors involved, and, we have some vendors for the very first time, Premier Signatures. They've never worked with us. They're going to be with Mark Merrow. I mean, that's a big deal. Mark does not do anything in New England, so it's certainly a rare appearance. And, like you said, the Kiss Demon, his first time doing anything at New England Fan Fest, and he'll be in full attire. You mentioned Doink the Clown, Ray Apollo. He was the mainstay Doink after Matt Bourne. Whenever you saw Dink the Clown, it was Ray Apollo with him. And, a big part of the wrestling industry for a while. And he'll be in full attire as well.
Wow.
And, it's just a cool opportunity for fans. It's only $10 general admission for adults to get in the door. So, if you're a mom and dad, $20 to get in. Children 10 and under get in for free. So it's a great opportunity. There's no other cons out there where you're, spending $10 to get in the door. Kids are free. And you're able to make this happen. So definitely affordable for everybody. Adam Baum, you mentioned, very rare appearance. He's been at New England Fan Fest before, but it's been many years. And he will be with his former manager, Harvey Wippleman, for photo ops. They've never done a photo op together anywhere. They've never done a convention together.
Really?
So it'll be a very first time.
Wow.
And then Harvey Wippleman also used to manage one half of the Powers of Pain, the Warlord. So they will be doing photo ops together as well. Vince Russo is going to be doing pro photo ops with the WCW Championship. DDP will also be a part of pro photo ops. A good 3/4 of the superstars will be doing pro photo ops, and that's courtesy of Killer Pro Photo Ops.
That's just incredible. Now, the new venue out in Seekonk is I like the new venue prior to the old venue. It's laid out much more. It's more intimate. Everything is right there. You want to get to
Yes.
Sillyville the movie?
Gangrel had a better theme song, though. Michael says, the Brood for the win. Sorry, Lewis.
Oh,
Mike.
Mike.
Get the tables. Corey says, we are the and more. And then Jar Jar says, no way Demolition's theme song killed. Okay.
All right, let's have a quick contest. Who knows the words to Demolition's theme song? We'll give you an Angrygeeks sticker. We'll send one out if you can do the theme song to the Demolition theme song. If somebody could without Googling it. Without Googling it.
No cheating.
I know Jeremy knows, because Jeremy and I we would sing it. Jeremy and I will sing it on our next video game stream. Because the Brood does not have a theme song. All they do is have they have the cool entrance music, and it's very much, here comes the axe. Yeah, okay, yeah, and here comes the Smasher, their Demolition, the walking disaster.
What WrestleMania match are you all excited for this year's WrestleMania?
Okay, Joe, do you want to answer that?
Yeah. For me, Brock Lesnar and Obafemi. I think that's the build has been great. Obviously, the battle of the two big men, the new, the old. The only thing I don't like is that they're giving it away for free in the first hour on ESPN. And this is, one of the most hyped up matches. Why would you give that away for free? It makes no sense.
Because I think it's putting Brock out the pasture. That's how I feel.
Hi, Oscar.
That's really how I feel, and I think it's about time. And Oba he's a badass, and I think his time is due, and he rose through the ranks of NXT. And if anyone's gonna put him over, it was too soon for him and Drew. So I think Brock would be the way to go, especially since how Drew treated Brock through all of their program. It would have been a waste to have Oba and Drew, because that's how they were building it up through the Royal Rumble. But I think the program with Brock would be much better. And I think Drew's program with Jacob is going to be awesome. I don't know how I feel how that's going to go. I would say my money will be on Drew.
Hi,
Hey, Brother Joe. I was thinking about you, say. I say my money's on Drew. How do you feel about that match?
Oh man, Drew and Jacob. I mean, it's an unsanctioned match. It's also free to the public on ESPN on the other day for the first hour. I feel like you said, it can go either way. They're both super talented. They're both over. Jacob Fatu, obviously more popular because he's the baby face. But honestly, it wouldn't hurt either way. They're both deserving. But I am going to have to go with Jacob Fatu.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I would have to say that. But I don't know. My heart is telling me Drew. I'm a huge Drew fan. We all know that.
I do think Drew deserves it after the whole COVID win, and he had the championship again not too long ago. But I don't know. He needs a little more. I think they need to put him in the spotlight again for sure.
For sure. Definitely. Definitely. Hey, we're going to take. What's the matter? Oh, all right.
We're behind on comments.
All right. Get to the comments quick.
Okay. Mingo says the Brood was my favorite of mine due to vampire. What's that word?
Aesthetics.
They had going. Okay.
Okay.
Dingleberry. Thank you, Joe. All right. Next, we got Brock Lesnar is freaking amazing. The Beast Incarnate. Michael says Jade versus Ripley for the win. Jar Jar says, "Oh my."
Jar Jar, yes. I would have to say that Jar Jar Jeremy did not Google that because he and I used to sing that song together. So no, he cheated the last. Oh, you let me down.
Drew
McIntyre
is one of my favorites. Sorry, I'm not good with names. That Claymore though.
Oh,
been a Jacob fan since his MLW run.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Fatu, wait, what? Fatu, because Drew is supposedly leaving to film a movie.
Well, he's already filming
One night, God's Creed again.
Yeah.
Hello, Tom. Good evening, Sophia, and happy birthday for your day yesterday. I missed it. Hope you are good. Thank you, Tom. Tom is from Austria. Thank you so much, Tom, for the birthday wishes.
Tom, you got to come to New England for New England Fan Fest.
Dingleberry versus
The Glasgow Gifts versus the Dingleberry Headbutt. That would be awesome.
Oh my God, let's do it.
Yes. All right, we got to take 30 seconds for Sophia.
Yeah. All right, guys. The Erica Legacy Foundation is a foundation that helps people that are in need mentally or emotionally. If you're going through a hard time or you know someone is going through a hard time, I highly suggest you check out the Erica Legacy Foundation. They have helped hundreds and hundreds of people that are not doing okay emotionally.
It's now time for quiz. with himself.
And Sophia on the beat, we turning heads, bringing heat to the street. Get ready now, it's our time to shine. Feel the rhythm, every move is divine. Feel the madness, it's a party in your soul. Feel the madness, let the good times roll. Feel the madness, come and join the ride.
Alright guys, I'm going to ask a question. You have to answer correctly. Joe is going to go first, then Chat, then Lewis. The question today is, what is Kramer's first name on Seinfeld?
Oh. I should know that. I don't know that.
Joe, it starts with a C.
And when you say it, I'm going to, it's going to piss me off so much.
Anyone in chat?
Ah, man, I don't know.
Oh, we got people coming in. Joe, Cosmo,
Hey,
and Cosmo.
Cosmo Kramer.
Oh.
I told you it starts with a C.
Cosmo, like my dog.
Yeah, like the dog. Yes.
Go.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Contact Chris Mack if you want to get the Erica Legacy Foundation and please donate to such a good cause. And
Sorry,
what?
my cat's chewing on a bag.
Oh, chat's chewing on the back. Wow, we're just having Joe. We're gonna have to have you on one more time because I feel so bad. All these technical difficulties. And
Cosmo
this
is
is
the
like,
Fairly Odd Parents, yes.
I know we need the Fairly Odd Parents on here tonight because I'm like so off the game. I'm trying to like.
Your camera stopped goofing around though.
I know because I'm like.
Oh, never mind.
I am
I
like
think that-
working on stuff while somebody's talking. I'm like working on stuff because I feel so bad for Joe right now. We're supposed to be promoting the show. And I feel horrible because we're having all these technical difficulties on this poor guy.
That's okay.
No, it's horrible. With the show, oh my God, Joe, I apologize. Who else is coming? Joe, looking forward to working with you again. Now, the Rhode Island Comic Con crew, besides myself and Eric Yako, are going to be there. No, it's not a Timu. No, it is not a Timu camera. It is not. So for some reason, we're gonna clear this up again. Sophia and I, we are in two different locations, but we share the same studio, virtual studio. For some reason, when she and I are both in the studio at the same time, we're getting feedback, so we're having static. And something is happening tonight where if we're both in the studio together, we're having a
Why are we
hum.
talking about this? We're talking about Joe.
I know. I don't know. It's bad. Very bad. Joe, you just announced Tito
Jay
Santana.
Crandall, I'll be there.
Yeah, I know you will, boss. I know you will.
Hi,
El
Jay.
Matador.
Any press is good press. Power through Lewis. You got this.
Yeah, there you go. El Matador, Tito Santana, just announced. What is going on with Tito? Tito's been a guest many, many times. Let's talk about Tito. Every guest has a different price, has a different tier for autographs. Do they have different appearance times as they're going to be there? Or are everyone there from open to close?
So I would say 3/4 of the talent will be there from open to close. There are a few, like Tito Santana will be from 11 to 3. Diamond Dallas Page, 11 to 3. And Vince Russo is 10:30 to 2:30.
Okay.
But I believe those are the only restrictions. I believe everybody else is there for the full duration. And Tito Santana, it's his first time at New England Fan Fest in 12 years. So it's been a long time. Last time we had him, he was with Rick Martel, the Strike Force reunion. So it's been quite a long time, and he's excited to see the New England fans. It's been a while since he's been around the area, so he's pretty pumped.
All right, let's talk indies. You were a voice in the indies. You were a indie promoter. You were a commentator, ring announcer for the indies. What kind of indie talent do we have coming to the con?
Oh man, it's pretty jam packed. You know, New England Fan Fest, we always have a lot of the great local talent, past and present, future. So we have ring announcer Julie Cutler. She's making a name for herself all throughout New England and beyond. Kayla Lopez, another up and coming superstar. Sarah Jade, another great local wrestler here in New England. Danielle Delia, who does backstage interviews, sometimes some announcing. Dina Ray, of course, former ring announcer and one of our great correspondents here for the Fan Fest. Teddy Goods, we saw recently in Swansea out of retirement. I don't know if that was permanent or maybe just a one-off, but Teddy Goods will be there representing, of course, New Bedford, Massachusetts. The great toy store will be represented in full force. Kojo's Toy World. We also have Yan O'Kane, who is an independent wrestler out of Canada, making his first appearance. Nashoba Nair, the Wolf Eye, she will be there as well, another local talent. Also D-Rex from the Rhode Island scene, Massachusetts scene. New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Famers, the Silver Stallions, Iceberg Sunny D and Travis Funk. Christopher James will be there as well. He's a Rhode Island Comic-Con alum. Yep. And, of course, Alfredo, the Danger Boy, and his partner, Wolverine. So we've got a lot of independent talents there, new and old.
All right.
Nice.
Sophia?
Joe says, when Sarah was 8, she said she was going to do this, and here she is.
Wow, yes. She's really making a name for herself, and she's definitely climbing up the ranks. One of the great heels in the area
Sweat
right
boy.
now. Christopher James, the Sweat Boy.
So, speaking of children, Joe, you have a few children of yourself. Has any of your children said, Dad, I want to get into the ring?
No, it's funny. You know, they start off wrestling fans, and then for some reason they just completely get out of it. So,
really,
most of my boys, as they've gotten older, they have zero interest in wrestling. My youngest boy, Castle, is really big into it right now. So hopefully we'll keep him there. He actually has mentioned that. He said he'd love to do that someday. So we'll see how long he sticks with it, but he's a huge fan. He's really looking forward to WrestleMania. And he's looking forward to Fan Fest, meeting some of the stars.
Yeah, I have to say, my son Neil, who you met my boys.
Yeah.
My son Neil went to one class. He said, Dad, I'm going to be like you. I'm going to get in a ring, but I'm going to last longer. Because I was in a ring from 98 to 2003 before I got hurt. And he goes, Dad, I'm going to do it. Went to one class, never went back.
Yep.
I was like, boy, and he was in the ring, but Bobby Ocean, he was in the ring. Bobby started training him. And Jimmy Mees right here in Holyoke, and he was like, he came home, he couldn't walk. I'm in my camera again. Sophia, well, I think we're cursed tonight. And
I think it's the program. I'm going to blame the program.
Yeah, I'm going to blame the program too. And he just couldn't do it. So I hope Castle is going. Now they watch it. Jessica! They're excited for this weekend. Oh, hello, Jessica. I'm not even going to play any music, baby, because it's something bad's going to happen. But I really hope that he does. Now, do the kids come and work at the con or no? Because I don't.
My two oldest do, who are 18 and 21.
Okay.
So yeah, Madison and Brett, they'll be there. Madison will be working with the local girls, and Brett's one of the guys at the front door you'll see. So he'll be selling tickets.
Okay. Sophia, do you have a question for Joe?
Not off the top of my head, but there are some comments coming in.
Yeah, let's get to the comments.
So Joe says, I first met Nashoba at FanFest 2 years ago, and she's now one of my best friends. I traveled to CSCC with Sweat Boy. Hell yeah, let's go. Michael says, you wronged Dan Housen.
Oh, I don't want to get cursed. Maybe that's what happened, Lewis. Have you?
Maybe that's what happened. Yes, yes. Maybe I did wrong Danhausen, maybe because we didn't mention him, or because he's not in the Hall of Fame, or maybe because Joe, you never had Danhausen at New England Fan Fest, have you?
I have not. No.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. Right. Yes. No. That's the problem because now
Joe said Lewis is cursed.
Yes, probably. I got cursed because of Joe not having Danhausen. Now, Danhausen, Kojo Toy World had Danhausen at one time as a guest out there. And since Joe didn't have Danhausen, now we're cursed. Thanks, Joe. That's probably why the computer is not acting up to program's not acting up. And yeah, Michael, you're right, and I hope to see you and the kids for free comic book day, or at least stop in and see me. Uncle Lewis needs to get the curse broken.
There it is.
Yep, dang, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Joe, I ask you this all the time. Who are we going to see at FanFest 12?
Who are we going to see at FanFest 12? My goodness. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, I don't know. There's really no telling until it starts coming
Who would
together.
you? Okay, who would you like to see at FanFest 12?
Well, you know, somebody, it's tough schedule-wise, but somebody who I've always wanted to work with is Bret Hart.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I knew it.
All-time favorites. He's never done a New England Fan Fest. He would be fantastic, but his schedule is crazy, and he also doesn't travel as much to cons now. He's starting to slow down a little bit, so, you know, we'll see. See if the stars align.
Okay. Anyone else that you... fans! Before we go to our next break, our next game, who would you like to see at New England Fan Fest 12? Please let us know in the chat right now. Let us know so Joe could...
Speaking of announcers, I got a photo with Mean Gene. Year before he passed, he was a great guy. Aww.
Yeah, then great. Yeah.
Guy says, I'd like to see Sophia. I'm going to be there.
Sophia is she's a guest. So yeah, please let us know. Let Joe know who you would like to see there, and let's do that. I would like to see. Let's see.
Yeah, who would you like to see?
You got to get P.S. Michael Hayes.
Well.
Yeah, because only because he owes me $3.59 plus shipping.
Okay.
And I want to collect, and the reason why is because I never received my Bad Street USA 45 that I ordered from the back of PWA magazine. And I sent in my money order for that 45, and I never got it.
Wow.
So he owes me $3.49 plus shipping, and I want to collect.
I'm going to see him in July. Maybe I bring that up to him. You know?
Yes, please do. Say, hey, my good buddy, you owe him $3.49 plus 99 cents shipping. And I think that would be a great icebreaker.
At least the money order itself back if he's not going to give you the product, you know?
Exactly. I would like to. I think that would be a great icebreaker. He would definitely laugh about that. But
maybe he's been in his wallet all these years waiting to just see you in person, you know?
Maybe. Now, Sophia's like, what the hell are they talking about? Bad Street USA was a theme song for the Freebirds, and P.S. Michael Hayes was the leader of the Freebirds, and he was one of the best talents, one of the best bookers, one of the best trainers in professional wrestling, even to this day. We'll forget about Doc Hendricks. We'll just forget about that ever existed. But I think if you can get him to New England Fan Fest, I think the line will be down the street.
Maybe. Yeah. It's a big one.
Sophia?
Comments?
Yeah.
Joe says, Joe, any plans for another HOF event? H-O-F?
Hall of Fame.
So Hall of Fame, our last one was 2023. And we announced that it would be roughly around every 5 years moving forward. So we still got a little bit of time.
Okay. Cool. Joe, there's so many Joes.
Yep.
Looking forward to fantastic. Enjoyed Joe's interview with Joey Eastman on his podcast. Shocked that he hasn't mentioned me.
Oh.
Are you going to FanFest, Joe?
Well, so shocked he has mentioned me.
If you see Trish Stratus. I'm so bad with names. Tell her I'm married and she needs to stop texting me. Michael Bailey for my daughter. She's their favorite. Aw. Gotta bring Vince in. Still owes me merch for winning the
Kowalski Cup. Killer Kowalski.
Vinny Marcel, yeah.
Oops. Anyone from women's division? I feel like wait. Oh, my brain. They are killing it. I feel. I can read. World Class was the first to use entrance music.
Yes, it was.
And Jessica said, sad I won't be at FanFest this year. I will be down at Disney for May 4th. this year. Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
That is
good for
so
you.
cool.
Good for
That'll
you.
be fun.
Yeah. All right. We're going to take 30 seconds and we'll be right back.
It's the question of the week. Let's dive right in. Riddles and laughter. Where do we begin? Silly little queries, they never grow old. In this game of wits, our stories unfold. Why did the chicken cross? Oh, who knows why? Knock, knock jokes that make us all sigh.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, well. Me when I visit the US? Hell yeah, Tom. Let's go. I don't know what happened to Luis. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. My mic's being silly and Luis's camera's being silly. I don't know what's going on. Sorry.
Yes.
I could run the questions of the week until he comes back. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, first question. Who is the most unlikeliest... Is that a word? Unlikeliest choice to be Superman. Who is the most unlikeliest choice to be Superman? So Joe, you go. Usually you go first, and then chat, and then I would. No, you, me, chat, and then Lewis.
I am going to say John Goodman.
John Goodman. John Goodman. Okay.
Oh my God. Yes, the most unlikeliest choice to be Superman. John Goodman. Good choice. I can see John Goodman not as Superman. Sophia, who would be the most unlikeliest choice to be Superman?
Christopher Walken.
You say Christopher Walken every week.
No, I don't. I usually say Mr. Bean
All right, let's go to chat.
or Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, I know.
All right, chats. Hold on. Shakes Fist, Dan Housing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all good.
Okay.
Should have read FanFest, lol. Yes, it read, glad he mentioned me. Was shocked and surprised. Thanks for asking him the New England manager question. Batman? That's an answer. That's
Okay,
that's an
great
answer.
answer.
Rick Moranis.
Oh my God, good answer.
Ooh, and Lewis is muted for this question. Gary Coleman.
Oh my God.
Jonah Hill.
Okay.
My old standby, Pee Wee Herman.
Okay.
Rob Schneider. Mr. Bean. And Captain. Hello, Captain. Captain is from Mumbai, India.
Oh,
How's it
hello,
going, Cap?
Captain.
You're asking a question? Would you prefer to be born with a horizontal or a vertical? What?
Horizontal butt crack or vertical mountain? Why? Okay, Captain, we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to say Jim Carrey.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. Okay, I'm going to say Jim Carrey.
He did a really good Riddler.
Yes, he did.
But as Superman, yeah. No.
All right. Question number 2. First, Joe, Sophia. Would you rather be a rock star or a movie star? Joe, would you rather be a rock star or a movie star?
I would say movie star for sure.
Yeah, you got the movie star look. I think you could be a good movie star.
Well, maybe about 15 years ago. I don't know.
Sophia, would you rather be a rock star or a movie star?
Movie star all the way.
Really, I could see you being a movie star. Chat, would you rather be a rock star or a movie star?
Captain says rocking movie star. There you go.
Okay.
Rock star.
Rock star. Okay.
Then Grave. Rock star.
Okay.
Oh my God. I'm trying to click and it keeps moving. Rock star less likely to be recognized.
Okay.
All right. Rock star all the way.
Okay.
Ben says movie.
Okay.
Mango says movie star. Guy says rocking movie star.
Okay.
Also, is raccoon an option? Movie star, save the rock star for Hannah Montana. Wow,
Okay.
this question had a lot of responses.
Yeah, yes. I'm going to go. Let's see. I always say that when
What, we
Sophie.
got Rockstar? I can sing. Hell yeah.
Okay, Joe.
I haven't heard you sing.
I'm going to say whenever Sophia or I are on the road and we have to go do a con appearance or something, I always say it's the Rockstar weekend. So, and Jay Crandall says whenever we get off stage, he always says, "You're a rock star, you rock it." So I'm going to have to say Rockstar.
Okay, I can see that.
Yes.
Jay says movie star, then I'd have to book myself on a panel. There you go.
Good one, boss. Good one. Very, very good one. Joe, are you going to have panels at the con? We talked about this before.
Not this year. No, there aren't
You're a
panels
rock
at this
star.
one.
Okay. Are you ever going to have panels at the con?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we've had panels at, a good portion of them. With the new location, last year we tested out the potential of having an extra room for something else. So this year we're doing that with the Pro Photo Ops.
Okay.
And we're going to see how that goes. And, maybe we'll expand. There is still one other room that we could use. So.
Okay. Cool.
Hug.
Cool. Joe, I am so off my game tonight. We're going to have you on one more time. I'm going to clear the calendar. I owe it to you to have you on without technical difficulties before the show. Tickets are still available for the show. You can get them at the box office the day of the show, and you can get them through All Access if you go to the website. Once again, $20 for adults, $10 for kids. How many vendors are we going to have there?
It's actually $10 for adults. Kids are free under 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Luis.
I'm sorry. I owe you big time, Joe. You're going to have you back here. How many vendors are we going to have?
So we filled about, 80, 85 tables.
Wow, that's a lot. That's good.
Yeah, we pretty much went as big as we could in that location. And we have about 24 merchandise vendors and artists and some, obviously, all the cosplayers. And we'll have some arts and crafts as well. And then the wrestling superstars, of course. We have about 40 wrestling superstars on top of all the merchandise and everything. So
Now, this is it's going to be toys. It's going to be artwork. It's going to be collectibles. It's going to be crafts. And you have all the wrestlers here. Joe, you are a collector. You have autographs. You have. Now, I did play a joke on you at Rhode Island Comic Con when Sophia and I were waiting to see. That is someone I want you to get to FanFest.
Who?
Cross.
Oh,
yeah.
I kept calling him crisscross applesauce.
Yeah. Now we were supposed to go back during Rhode Island. We were supposed to go back and see Cross, but Sophia and I had to work. But every time we did go back there, he was on break and he was only there for a few short hours that Friday. Sophia and I were either on stage working. I had a panel. We were doing something. But they made arrangements for us to see him prior. And he goes, "Dude, you got to come back. You got to come back." He and Scarlett were just amazing people. Joe, that is someone I would love to see at your con.
Yeah.
What are the chances for 12?
Very possible. They were just here for Rhode Island Comic Con, like you said, and both super, super easy to work with, nice people. So I don't see why it couldn't happen.
Yeah, and Sophia actually said something about his hand. What, he was cold or warm?
Who, Cena?
No, not Cena. Cena, you said that his hands were soft.
Oh, okay.
It was either Scarlett or Carrion. You were like, your hands are cold. I forget what it was. You said something about one of their hands.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was funny. But I played a joke on Joe. See if Joe remembers. Sophia ran over to give Joe a hug and say hi. And she held up a blank.
Top left.
Yes. And I said, Joe, that's a picture of John Cena.
Oh, yeah. Jay was with me when I met John Cena. That's right.
All right. So, besides Bret Hart, all right, Joe, I apologize for all the technical difficulties we're having tonight. Besides Bret Hart, I'm going to give you 5 wish list of 5 people that you get to bring to the show
Oh man, all right. That have never been there before?
that never been there before. You got a wish list of 5 for New England Fan Fest 12.
Wow. Man, there have been
So-
so many people there. I think Ted Arcidi would be really cool. You know, he lives in New Hampshire, former WWF superstar. Definitely him. Skinner would be awesome. I'm a fan of
Steve
the
Kerr.
yes,
Okay.
the mid '90s.
Oh,
I know he doesn't really travel any longer, but would love to have Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Ooh, okay.
That would be a big one. And then 2 more. The Doctor of Style Slick.
Ooh.
I think that would be pretty cool.
Jai Sobro.
And last, I would say, that's a tough one. I guess somebody from the gimmick era, so maybe like a Hakushi or a Jean-Pierre Lafitte, you know, somebody from that time period.
Okay. Hakushi would be pretty wild. I mean, he scared the crap out of a lot of kids with that Bret Hart head.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
You know that static just finally went away for a second, really quick.
yes, because I muted because I'm sneezing.
Oh,
Thank you
okay.
for bringing attention to that.
Hakushi scared a lot of people. Now, Jean-Pierre Lafitte, he would be pretty cool, too. As long as he came into pirate gear.
Right. I'm just thinking like photo op opportunities, you know?
How about Techno Team 2000?
Yeah, one half of them, Eric Watts, he does some appearances here and there. He's doing the Gathering in North Carolina in July. The other half doesn't do anything. He was doing Monster Jam for the longest time. He was one of the drivers.
Really?
Chad Fortune. And but he's done nothing wrestling related, so I'm not sure if he doesn't want to or he just doesn't have the time. But together, that would be fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was a very bad gimmick.
Yeah.
But it was like, wow, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, if you're looking for an obscure guest, that definitely meets the criteria.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know who else would be.
Ken Patero would be cool.
Yes, Patera would be cool.
That would be a nice one.
Comments are coming in, and we got 3 minutes.
Yes, go ahead. We got 3 minutes. Go ahead.
All right. Dark asks, is Stephanie Vacker
Vacure.
gonna be there?
She is not going to be there. No current WWE superstars.
Okay. Mickey James and Nick Aldis.
We were so close
Jim
to having
Cornette?
Mickey James.
If Mickey James was there, I would tell Eric, I'm sick. I can't make it.
Bless you, Sophia. Thank you, Spidey, for the blesses. Al Snow. Hakushi would be great.
Yep.
What generation is your favorite for wrestling?
Ooh.
Man, I like the 90s, so I know 80s were great. I was born in 82, so late 80s is when I really got into it, but early 90s, 94 is my favorite year. I really love 94.
Okay.
With Mickey
WrestleMania 10.
James. All right.
Yes, if Mickey James was there, Joe, I would call in sick to Eric. Sorry, boss. I would be no. I'm sick, and then I would definitely stay off camera, or be. Yeah,
You're literally admitting it.
yes, I would. I'll show you Mickey James. I'd be there. Anyway, Joe, thank you so much for being on. I appreciate you, and I am so sorry for being off our game and all the technical difficulties that we had. Please show up the link one more time to All Access and New England Fan Fest 11.
All right. You have that image too, don't you?
Yes, I do. We're going to pull it back up, and
Oh
hopefully
my God, I
nothing
can't
goes
find
off.
it.
So, New England Fan Fest 11, Saturday, May 2nd. Right there. Get your tickets now. Tickets will also be available at the door. Adults are $10. Kids are free. Make sure you go there. See Joe. Tell him that you saw him on the Angrygeeks show page. Meet the Demon. Meet Mark Merrow. That was also Johnny B. Bad from WCW. You can meet Diamond Dallas Page. Meet the Sandman. Meet Sam Houston. Meet the Powers of Pain. Meet Demolition. Meet Adam Bomb. Meet the Killer Bees, Jumpin' Jim Brunzell and B. Brian Blair. Meet Vince Russo, Spike Dudley, and more. Just make sure you go there, have a blast, have some fun, and just enjoy yourself for a little bit. And meet Doink the Clown. It's going to be a great time. Plus, meet all your indie superstars from the area. Have fun. Go there. It's Angry Geeks approved. It's a great convention. And Sophia's going to be there taking photos, having fun, and giving out dingleberries. Make sure you go there. Have a blast. Joe, anything before we wrap up?
No, I mean, I appreciate you guys having me on, and it's all access entertainment. You can pre-order your tickets, cash only at the door, and we just look forward to seeing all the fans that we get to see every year, and it's like a reunion, and hope to see a lot of new fans there as well and meet some new faces.
All right, Joe, we're going to have you on one more time, maybe Thursday night or the following, just to make up for this. Sophia, really quick, why don't you tell everyone where they can find you and us?
Okay, you can find me at Sophia Cormier on all the social media platforms, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. You can find the Angry Geeks on the same platforms and the angrygeeksshow.com.
Hey, and don't forget, if you're on Roku or Amazon, download the Pod TV app, and you can watch us every Friday night, Saturday morning, and while you're eating cereal, right? Just like you did back in the day. You can see this face right there. Look at that. You can see that face while you're eating your cereal, eating your eggs, eating
Cat
whatever.
butt.
And you can see a cat butt, too. And, hey, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us and sticking through us with all this bad stuff. But most of all, make sure you go to Joe's convention, meet the wrestlers, meet all your indie fans, and have some fun. We'll see you guys this Thursday for another episode of Angry Geeks, and tomorrow night and Wednesday night as we're streaming video games on Sophia_Cormier and the Angry Geeks on Twitch television. See ya.
The Angry Geeks about to stream online.
Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me.
One hot angel and one cool devil. Bring your podcast to a whole new level. They stop and stare as we display our greatness. All our enemies and foes will be sure to hate this. When they ask who's
The
the
little
big
one
wolf,
had
who's the
a
baddest,
look on
put your
her
hands up, come on, feel the madness. Feel the madness. Feel the madness. Everybody lose control. Feel the madness.